complaint against the president?
Well, we have been a witness to the killings on the streets. And we discussed among ourselves the right time when to file the impeachment complaint. And we told ourselves that are we going to wait for 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 before we file an actual case against the president? The policy of the president espousing extrajudicial killing in the country is very clear right from the start. So we decided to file the impeachment complaint to put our dissatisfaction in concrete terms.
Why the day Congress went on recess?
Yes, precisely. We filed it on the first day because we know that they have the numbers, and we are a witness to how they passed the death penalty bill. And for us to file it on session days, then definitely they're going to railroad it. So we decided to file it on the first day so that they cannot touch it until such time the session resumes on May 2.
May 2, the session resumes. What are you expecting during this break? Is there going to be some congressmen talking to other congressmen to back this impeachment complaint against the president? Is that your plan?
Yes, definitely. Actually, meron na hong tumatawag ko sa atin, no? Humihingi ng kopya, they want to study it. And even before, they said that before reading the complaints, I'm supporting it already, but I have to know the details so that when I will be asked by media, I know what to say.
Yeah.
So, meron na pong ganun.
Can you give me a number, Congressman, a safe number who's supporting this impeachment complaint right now?
I cannot divulge the number right now. I want to give them the chance to go out in the open, and yes.
But right now, do you have at least 20?
Well, I cannot say that. No, we're still in the process of talking to different groups, to members of Congress, because members of Congress, they have political parties, and they have to consult the party as well.
Would it be safe to say that you would start talking to the 54 who voted against the death penalty?
Yeah, it's not an assurance. Because those who voted for the death penalty bill, they came from different parties. So, well, they are candidate to support this impeachment complaint, and we know for a fact that many members of the House were, disgruntled by the way they were pressured, they were threatened by the present leadership to support the death penalty bill.
Speaker Alvarez.
Yes. So that would figure in the consideration of the impeachment complaint.
So it's also about timing. You did this obviously on good timing, that your co-congressmen, members of the House of Representatives, will have time to think about it.
Yes.
You also did it during the recess so that Congress cannot touch it, because obviously you would submit that you don't have the numbers right now.
Yes, we are a witness again to the death penalty deliberation, and we don't want the fate of this impeachment complaint will be the same as that of the death penalty bill. So,
which is dead.
Yes. So again, mas maganda isama nila sa prayers during the Holy Week, so that we will be given the wisdom to decide really on the issue, because this is not baseless. We're a witness to the killings on the streets, and we refuse to admit to ourselves that there's a clear violation of the Constitution.
I'm going to at the charges against President Rodrigo Duterte. You have culpable violation of the Constitution. You have, please go ahead, sir, engaging in bribery. Yung impeachment case.
Yes. Well,
betrayal of public trust.
Graphing corruption, and other high crimes.
Okay, my question there is, which one among those are or is the one that you have the most evidence against the president, siguro, sir?
Well, I can break down these major bases into two major categories. One is the extrajudicial killings, and the other one is the graft and corruption issue. Let's go to the extrajudicial killings. We believe that the president espoused a policy of killing crime suspects without trial or due process of law. And below that, the acts that were committed by the president when he was still mayor in Davao. It's very important because around 1,400 people were killed under the Davao Death Squad. And it's important to talk about that because the template that they use in Davao is being elevated now in the national level.
So let me cut you there. You're using the Davao's death squad as if it exists.
Yes.
What is your proof that it exists? You already have the Senate looking into this and also the extrajudicial killings. We'll go to that in a bit because there's no, as their report came out, the result of the report was there's no state-sponsored extrajudicial killings. But let's take to the Davao death squad first. You are talking as if it exists.
Yes.
What
Up
is
to now,
your proof?
it is existing. So we have the testimonies of Matubato and Las Cañas, and we should remember that the Commission on Human Rights have conducted different investigations and hearings in Davao City in 2009, and they have accumulated documents and testimonies of different people there. So it was not given the opportunity to be presented before the hearings at the Senate because the senators wanted to cut short the hearings.
I remember that particular part. Senator Richard Gordon, members of the Commission on Human Rights were at that Senate hearing. As a matter of fact, they had some complainants with them, but they were not allowed to speak anymore.
Yes, I can
at that
remember
time.
their faces were covered.
The faces were covered.
Were not allowed to testify.
Okay, but you're talking about Matubato and Las Cañas, whom it seems majority of the senators do not believe, sir.
Because they decided not to believe. Yes, and some people would want to believe the convicted criminals, their testimonies. In this one, they are Las Cañas is a police officer. Was a police officer when the Davao Death Squad was initiated. So for us, we believe in the testimonies of Las Cañas and Matubato, and they were corroborated by the different testimonies embodied in the investigation of the Commission on Human Rights.
I'm just going to say it. He said that we're all entitled to our own stupidity. Look, okay, we've heard that over and over again. How would you react to that?
Well, I'm saddened by that information because I would have expected from a speaker to be more mature and professional because it reflects on his person, on his position, and the institution.
Okay, so we have it. So at least manggaling kay speaker at hindi sa akin. Let's listen to that again.
All of us, we are entitled to our own stupidity. Alam niyo po, hindi po ganun kadali na mag-impeach tayo ng official. Unang-una, titignan natin kung ito ba ay sufficient in form, sufficient in substance, bago po yan madala sa plenaryo.
So you were saying that, okay, come May 2, when you go back to work, here's the process. The SecGen gives it to the Speaker.
No, right now,
So it's with the SecGen
it's already transmitted to the office of the Speaker.
So here's my question, sir. How do you think the Speaker will react to this, knowing that he already said that we're all entitled to our own stupidity? Because from the Speaker, he has 10 days to refer this to the Committee on Rules and then subsequently to the Committee on Justice.
He has the responsibility. It is
Does he have to do that? Is he mandated? Or is my question...
It is mandated in the Constitution.
Hindi ho ba pwedeng hindi niya ipasa?
No.
Okay. So hindi pwede
He
yun.
will be culpable to the Constitution. Now, within 10 session days, he has to transmit that to the plenary and include that in the official business. And within 3 session days, it has to be referred to the proper committee, the Committee of Justice. And within 60 days, the committee is mandated to come up with their report to the plenary.
I see. Okay, so they don't really have a choice on this one. Now comes this other part wherein the Speaker also says that he's studying the possibility of filing an studying a possible impeachment complaint against Vice President Leni Robredo. Question, sir, do you think that your filing of an impeachment complaint is backfiring?
No, I don't think so. Because it is the right of every member of the House to file in a impeachment complaint. So, sa tingin nyo tama, di gawin niya. But the point is, pag sinabi niyang filing is stupid, why is he filing his own impeachment complaint? So the point is, it's a process, this is a legal process, he's also entitled to his own rights.
Yeah, but because you filed this impeachment complaint, Congressman, he is saying that the Vice President could have been involved in this impeachment complaint. Hence, he's studying the possibility of filing an impeachment complaint against the VP.
I think his basis was the video message of the Vice President
and
before.
the timing.
Yes, and the time. But no, I want to state categorically that the Vice President has nothing to do with my filing of impeachment complaint against the President.
Pero, sir, in a situation like this, if you were to compare, do you think that your impeachment complaint would have more support than an impeachment complaint against the Vice President, knowing that they have the supermajority at the House?
Well, I think the members of the House are not robots. They know the facts. Even if they have their own personal and political interests, at the end of the day, I believe that they love this country, they love this democracy, and I'm appealing to that. They know what's happening in the country right now, and they know the basis of my complaints, and they know the basis of
A possible impeachment
possible
complaint.
impeachment against the Vice
So
President.
in case that happens, are you confident that hindi po ito uusad sa House of Representatives? Yung kay VP Lenny.
Well, it depends. It depends, because at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. But I'm sure, just what I stated, the members of the House knows exactly the stories behind this.
Oh, and